Hey guys, this is Matt from Epic Soccer Training. Thanks for checking this video out. I kind of want to explain now some soccer conditioning for you. I think a lot of people really don't know how to train for soccer, which is kind of unbelievable. It's a lot of short sprints. Most people think if I run 6 miles, I'm going to be in peak soccer shape, but it's not really the case. You know, anything like football or soccer, American football that is. I know most of you guys are thinking, you know, European soccer, but it's a lot of explosive sprints, so you want to work a lot with interval training. Now, soccer conditioning, most people don't realize, is you can run up to 5 or 6 miles a game if you are center mid, or if you're, you know, center wing backs or half backs, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of different names, but I played on the wing for a little bit. I was running about 5 times a game, and if you're running 5 miles a game, excuse me, if you're running on the wings, basically you have the longest sprints in the game, because when it's a transition, you're making 60, 70, 80-yard sprints down the field to get open, to get a crossed ball. So again, if you need to know what position you're going to be playing and then kind of train according to that, not necessarily like everybody trains the same and then just call it a day. It has to be a little bit different for what specific position you're playing. There are, however, common conditioning drills that you want to do. One of them I want to show you is called the wheel drill, which was taught to me by one of my professional coaches, and it's a way to get everybody a little bit of a rest. I usually don't like, you know, soccer drills or anything that have lines, but when it's conditioning, it's good for you because you actually want to be able to catch your breath a little bit, but not all the way, before you start getting into it. So again, we have, you know, 2, 4, 6, we have an octagon here. And basically start at one end and you have your center cone. So there, you know, have a couple guys here, you know, everybody can be starting on the same cone or on a different cone if you want. But basically you're sprinting in, you're hitting right in front of the cone, and then you're going back. So again, what you want to do is when you first start out, you go to the front and then you work your way to your next cone. So you work your way back and then you go back in and then work your way to the next cone and then back in. And you're working your way all the way around. So again, you'd be going this way, you'd be going all the way around. You want to do that as fast as you can. You know, take a minute rest. A minute rest is generally the rule of thumb with anything. Obviously, if you're doing, you know, full field suicides where you go 6-yard box, 18, half field, the other 18, the other 6, that's one of the best drills that you can do. But again, a minute rest is not going to be enough for that. You know, you're going to need a little bit longer. So again, I just want to kind of explain that when you're a defender, you know, you got to think about the type of sprints or the type of running you're going to be doing. Sure, it's going to be a little bit conditioning, but in soccer, you're never going to need to run more than 2 miles. So you don't need to go, you know, running 4, 5, 6 miles down the road. Really, you know, 2 miles at max is good, but you really want to intersperse that with a lot of short sprints. A lot of interval training is the best way you can do things. So whether you set cones up, you know, all the way along the field, and you do, you know, walk, jog, sprint, walk, jog, sprint. Anything like that would be great, because again, if you're a center mid, you're going to be doing more all around jogging, you know, at about 60-70%, and then take off in short sprints to kind of get open. If you're a defender, it's going to be, hopefully if you have a really good offense, won't be a whole lot of running, but still you're going to want to always kind of be jogging, getting into place, especially if you're swinging the ball or you're having to cover and everybody's having to shift over. It's going to be quick sprints, and the same with forwards. If you play striker or anything like that, you really want to work on doing your sprints that are, you know, anywhere from goal line to 18 consistently. You should be able to do, you know, 10 or 15 of those with hardly any break in between, you know. So work on that as well. And, you know, I tell people all the time, I wasn't always a great player. I was a pretty average player, and I found a systematic approach to how to train and how to maximize, you know, my time on the field and how to maximize it when I got to a game. So because they always translate over. You know, you want to practice like it's a game, that we are always getting in the right mindset, always getting in the right habits. So again, if you want to check out kind of how I did that, I made a video below that you could check out, the link right down here. Also, don't forget to subscribe and leave some comments. I'll come by and answer any questions you might have, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Hope you enjoy. Bye.